Hola a todos y bienvenidos a las chorreaventuras de Bradford. Continuamos con las historias del...
Welcome, Citizen Graham.
Where would you like to go?
The piazza is the place for me.
It would be my pleasure, Citizen Graham.
Continuamos con la historia del ladrón de identidad que está persiguiendo a unos secuestradores de niños, donde estamos viendo que hay cosas turbias en el paraíso, como siempre, es decir, cuando las utopías son frutopías y ese tipo de cosas. Sí. De hecho, ¿qué pasa si intento beber una cosa de estas? Es un estallido mental. Estallido mental. ¿Algo para hackear? No. Usemos a Greta. Hola, Greta.
Hi.
It's most excellent to see you again, Graham Grundy.
No me termines de caer
Pleasure
mal.
is all mine.
How can I be of assistance today?
Do you know where I'd find E1594?
I do not recognize E1594.
I think it's an obsolete city location code.
I see. Would you like to sign up for a course in the history of Union City's
¿Qué es
geographical
eso?
referencing?
Vale, ya sé qué es eso.
Thanks, but I don't have the time for that.
Es el de la
Shame.
tienda de...
I hear it's enthralling.
Seguramente. Pero como no me vas a decir nada nuevo sobre las cosas que quiero buscar...
Thank you.
Au revoir.
Pero... ¿Pero eres un inútil o qué te pasa? Pero... vamos a ver. El cubo está ahí, ¿vale? La psicomotricidad no es tan difícil. Pero... Mira, paso. Paso. O sea... no. No voy a enseñarle cómo usar un cubo de basura. Me niego. Esto es Greta, estos son largo. Y es de suponer que esto es el...
And you've been keeping up with your daily polls?
You bet. I can't wait to find out about the new Spankles flavour of the month.
Don't forget to vote for the new elected officials.
Whatever. Spankles!
Anyway, I'm pleased to see your well-being in such good shape.
Es para que es la droga.
Mr. Grundy, I didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Busy day, huh?
I'll say. Raquel is over in the reflection spa as we speak. She'll be back to normal in no time. I thought you'd want to know.
Thanks for looking after her.
No, thank you. You showed some real quick thinking back there. Now, how can I help you?
How is Raquel doing?
Don't worry, she'll be fine.
What are you doing here?
As a well-being officer, I like to be around people. Promoting well-being for everybody.
Good to get out and about, I guess.
Well, it is Aspiration Day.
Tell me about yourself, Arana.
Me? Oh, not much to tell, really.
Hey, everyone's got a
Recuerda, estás
story.
casado.
True. Well, I came to Union City 10 years ago.
¿De dónde?
Where from?
The Gap. But I think you knew that, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I thought... maybe. Do you miss it?
Honestly, I don't remember much about it. And what I do remember? It wasn't exactly luxury.
This is quite the place, isn't it?
The Piazza? You make it sound like you've never seen it before.
Oh no, I mean there's a certain something in the air, isn't there?
That's Aspiration Day for you. Just wait for tonight's celebrations.
They'll be amazing. As usual, I'm sure. How is Raquel doing?
Otra vez.
Don't worry, She'll be fine.
No para de decir lo mismo.
Is there anything happening around?
You mean, apart from the aspiration?
Sí.
Yes. I don't often come over this way.
Well, as always, there's the greeter terminals for information, and the Museum of New History to brush up on culture.
Sí, el
But I
museo.
don't need to tell you that, of course.
Intento encontrar el puñetero museo.
I'm still trying.
Like I said, I'm sorry. I wish I could help you.
Thanks, Arana.
Have a great aspiration day, Mr. Grundy.
Arana seemed to be stationed all over the city. I needed to stay in her good books if I were to maintain my disguise.
A lo mejor tú me puedes decir algo nuevo.
Excuse me once, are you?
Pleasure to see you, Citizen Graham. How may I be of assistance?
Can you help me find...
No,
Oh, why not?
because I don't know where it is.
Gracias.
You don't have a city map?
Oh, I do. But that code is an obsolete map reference. Way before my time.
That's all for now.
Enjoy your day.
I'd never tell him, but Joey's statue looked magnificent.
Error. Incompatible data type.
Bueno, a ver, esto es un poco psicótico, ¿no?
Welcome, Citizen Graham.
Hola,
Where would you like to go?
al museo. Pero no quiero ir a... Bueno,
Take
vamos a
me
lo,
to my
¿no?
apartment.
¿Qué le pasa en la cara?
Certainly,
¿Por qué hace
Citizen
así?
Graham.
A lo mejor ahora sí que se puede acercar uno... Puedo rebuscar los cajones y encontrar algo. Porque no encuentro el museo. Pero a lo mejor el museo lo puedo encontrar cuando tenga la chapa. Vale, esto parece que lo han arreglado. Esto no.
There was a boot print.
¡Ey!
Curious.
¡Ey! Lo que hace es jugar con las cosas.
Toilet seat.
A ver, hay que hacer algo con este. Seguramente.
Hello, Chipworth. I need you to do...
Very good, sir.
Oh, él va a abrir las ventanas.
The gang had a ferocious beak. I was lucky not to lose a finger. The plants needed watering, badly.
Oh. Vale. No.
Open windows. I can't even right now.
Ahem.
Hola. ¿Qué tal? Lo siento, estoy dando tiempo a nuestro robot para que riegue las plantas. Es que necesitan ser regadas, ¿sabes? Es importante que sean regadas. Y la verdad es que no sé cuánto tiempo necesita un Wordsworth para regar las plantas de fuera, ¿sabes?
Ahem.
Parece que ha terminado, pero habría que verlo. No, sigue estando ahí.
If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box.
No, no puedes porque está el pollo. Si no estuviera el pollo, sí podrías hacerlo, pero estando el pollo...
The tape was too flimsy to warrant a crowbar.
Si la idea es que se caiga al suelo.
The gang had a ferocious beak. I was lucky not to lose a finger.
Claro. Hola,
Here you go.
toma. Fíjate, no se me ha ocurrido usar comida. Dentro de la gráfica dañada.
Whatever was in the box, Graham had clearly not wanted anyone to find it. Inside was a small glass lens. It had deep cuts scored across its surface. But that wasn't all. Tucked beneath was a photograph.
¿De qué?
A picture of a stalker. A child's face pressed against the window. Suddenly I realized that it wasn't just Milo. It was clear that multiple children were being taken into the city, and somehow Graham was connected to it.
Bueno, lo habían dicho hace tiempo.
Chipworth?
Good afternoon, sir.
Goodbye, Chip.
Have a...
Deja de moverte tanto. Ahí. No, 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 no. Vale. Ey, ¿dónde está esta mujer?
I swapped the lens for the broken one from the lockbox.
Sí. ¿Y qué pasa con ello?
Ahem.
Hola.
Excuse me.
What is it, Graham?
What can you tell me about the minute?
The terminal has their details. Look there if you want to know more.
Can I ask you?
I'd rather you didn't.
Can I open the window?
I'd rather you...
Why not?
See those clouds out there?
Yes?
That's not water vapor.
Oh. How can I raise my kudos level?
With kudos, obviously.
So how do I get more kudos?
Well, isn't that... Like I said,
But how can you be happy when you've just found out your husband is dead?
you think I'm not sad on the inside?
But
Let's talk about something else, eh? My points have already dipped way too much today, thanks to you.
thanks.
Yeah.
Estate quieta.
I needed to know more about Graham's involvement with the Stalkers before presenting any evidence to Songbird.
Vale. A ver, ¿qué puedo hacer más? ¿Qué puedo conseguir más? ¿Con un holo cosa de estas roto?
Excuse me, please.
¿A dónde vas con eso? ¿A dónde vas, Chipworth? Chipi, 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 chipi. ¿A dónde vas? ¿A dónde llevas eso? ¡Oh! Hacer la colada. Interesante.
Commencing refill.
Mira, el museo. Ahora sí puedo entrar.
Leet was my only lead to discovering Graham's connection to the Stalker, and the obsolete map reference E1594 was the only lead I had to finding Leet. As I surveyed the room, I was greeted by a familiar face.
Hello, darling!
O sea que a esta sí la conoce.
If you're one of our lucky aspiration brooch holders, be sure to check out the old history exhibit.
It was a hologram of Danielle Piermont, a friend from when I last came to Union City.
Please enjoy the Museum of New History. Learn all about Union City in the post-Joey era.
A ver qué cosas más horribles puede contar esto.
Fluids. You need them. We all do. But water isn't only scarce. It's dull. What's a good citizen to do? That's why famed Ministry of Plenty craniohydrologist Mr. Spankles created Spankles! Spankles is far more than just your recommended daily dose of vital fluids. Every can is bursting with micro-pleasurants to boost your mood and your aspirations. Doctors agree, just 2 cans a day are all you need to work and play. Spankles! Put a little fizz into your soul.
Hola, ¿quieres espanquizarme? O no, un oso amoroso. Exposición infantil. Oh.
Who saved us from starving in sadness and hate? Savior Joey! Put clothes on our backs and food on our plates. Savior Joey!
Es una especie de copia
Who
de...
made Union City the best thing for miles? Savior Joey!
Es una especie de Bob Esponja.
Makes everything nice and has nothing but smiles. Savior Joey! Savior Joey! Savior Joey!
Por favor.
Savior Joey!
Bien, el que habla no le ponía mucha emoción. Un robot, ¿lo podré hackear?
Greetings, citizen. We are the Council, your democratically elected representatives. 5 years ago, Savior Joey decreed that we take charge of our own destiny.
Pero no estás amiga.
And prove ourselves worthy of the freedom that he brought. The Council proudly serves to uphold his legacy for the benefit of all citizens of the greatest city in the world.
I am the Minister for Safety. I preserve the peace to keep you safe, to make you happy.
I am the Minister for Comfort. I ensure the city is clean and all amenities work for your comfort, to make you happy.
I am the Minister of Plenty. I ensure that you want for nothing, at your kudos level, of course, to make you happy.
I am the Minister for Well-being. I nourish your mental health to make you happy.
I am the Minister of Aspiration. I help you set and achieve the very highest personal goals to make you happy. Farewell, citizen. May all your days be happy.
Y juntos invocamos al Capitán Planeta.
We invite you to salute the people of Asio City, our faraway friends and valued members of the Union Group.
Activar la expresión atractivamente. Escanear, mano.
Unstinting and determined cooperation has allowed both cities to grow to become the richest cities in the world. We stand together, refuting the fake
Sus ojos
news
están
spread by
muertos.
Hobart in their attempt to undermine our unity. Join us in celebrating our commonwealth of kindred spirits, united by bonds of friendship.
A ver ahora.
We invite you to salute the people of Asio City,
Oh, sí.
our faraway friends and valued
Oh,
members
sí.
of the Union
Así.
Group.
¿Qué es esto? Exposición de minos.
After bringing an end to the tyranny of the oppressor
¿Tiene el link?
Link, Joey created Minos to ensure that forthwith technology would always serve rather than enslave the citizens. Minos is devoted to ensuring your happiness, always there for you.
¿Puedo hackearlo para que sea más, ya sabes, más emocionante?
It knows you. It understands you. It helps you become everything you aspire to be.
Por favor, ¿puedes venir?
Minos,
Ven.
built by machines,
Vamos, ven.
inspired by humans.
Vale.
After bringing an end to the
No,
tyranny
suena lo
of the
mismo.
oppressor Link, Joey created Minos to ensure that forthwith technology would always serve rather than enslave.
Suena exactamente igual.
Minos is devoted to ensuring your happiness.
Ven, ven robotejo. Ven robotín.
Minos is available
Robotín,
on any
gracias.
terminal.
The centerpiece of the whole museum was a synthetic
Hey,
arm.
el brazo de Joey.
I recognized it. It was Joey's. He'd lost it in our fight against Link all those years ago.
Por eso es banco. ¿Qué?
Look, look, look! Over here!
Dad, do you have to be so loud?
The arm! Isn't it amazing?
Seemed like I wasn't the only one interested in the
Oh.
Joey arm.
Promise? Didn't I say I'd bring you here?
You did,
The
Dad.
droid was going around in a
so
circle,
stoked.
repeating the same
This
inane
is
message.
Joey's arm! This was once attached to the really real Joey! Savior of Union City! Aren't you feeling blessed to be here?
10 years ago, evil
Espera, que esto va a ser divertido.
city.
Of course I am, Dad, but
Then tell the world! How awesome is this place, huh?
it's awesome.
It's what?
This place is awesome.
Say it again!
I...
Hold on, Cecily. I think someone wants to talk to you.
What? Dad, he's clearly...
What's that, Joey? Coming!
Dad, not... You'll have to excuse my dad. He's very dedicated to Joey.
The man was totally absorbed by the waving arm.
Claro, porque es sexy.
Excuse me.
Oh, hey. Wow, you look different.
What do you mean?
Your outfit. It's so...
Functional?
I was just gonna say weird.
If mine's weird, what color is yours supposed to be?
Duh. It's perinickel margarine. It's like Tuesday's happiest color. Where are you even from?
You'd never believe me.
This museum visit just got way more interesting.
I like your brooch.
This? You mean you must be from the Gap or something?
Me?
It's an aspiration brooch. The council awards them to people who max out their kudos each month. Social climbers, they're known as.
You must be an...
What, me? No, it's my dad who earned the kudos, obviously. Talk to him if you want to know who to impress.
Then, how did you get yours?
Oh,
Familia.
Dad got a second one. Bring a friend or something.
So they're transferable?
Technically, yes.
Your father seems to
He'd spend all day, every day here if he could.
That's some real faith he must have.
That's one word for it. He keeps going on about a sign. As if Joey's arm is gonna tell him how to be normal.
I'm sensing some resentment.
Maybe he should ask it how to win Mom back.
Oh.
Are there many people like...
Like my father? They have a club. But my dad is... something else. Got enough faith for the two of us.
Maybe even enough for all three of us.
You have no idea.
Vaya.
Is there more to this museum?
There's the whole old history section. About what Union City was like before Savior Joey came along.
Oh, really? I'd like to learn more.
I've heard it's pretty depressing. They only let you in if they think you can handle it.
How do they determine that?
The same way they determine everything else. Kudos. Like, if your kudos is high enough, or in my dad's case, raised enough since last month, they figure you've got the moral fiber to be able to make it out the other side still smiling.
Praise Joey, am I right?
Nope.
So, where did you first find Joey?
Okay.
Scattered across an irradiated Gap scrap heap. Yourself?
In my heart? Your answer is way better.
Claro.
Does this social climber status do anything for you?
Absolutely. First, everybody who sees you can tell that you've been a model citizen all month.
Uh-huh.
Very inspirational, I'm sure.
Actually, it's kinda embarrassing. Everyone just stares at you all day. It's not like you even get anything good from it. Not really.
Then what's the point?
I guess if you really care, you get to go look around the special exhibits over in the old history room. Dad gets so excited by that sort of stuff. Can't stop staring at the old map.
Qué sutil.
An old map? In the old history exhibit?
Donde puedo encontrar lo que
Shows
sea.
the city as it was 10 years ago. He's obsessed with how terrible things were in the pre-Joey era.
Hey, listen, I know we just met, but I really was hoping to get one of those
Let me guess.
That's right.
No offense, but you don't... What's back there that's so important to you?
The reaffirmation of my faith in Savior Joey, of course.
Eso no.
Oh, yeah. Seeing life before Joey really puts things into perspective. You should go check that out. I'm just so fascinated by this arm. So I can why exactly are you so keen to get inside the old history exhibit anyway?
Do you ever feel like you're not being given the whole truth about the city?
You mean how perfect everything is? Yeah. Sometimes it does seem a bit...
If I were a cynic, I might call some of it a little unbelievable.
Don't say that around my dad. He really buys into all this stuff. Hey, listen. You and me, we're on the same wavelength here. And it's a different wavelength than my father.
He does seem very devout.
Right? And honestly, just staring at an old arm gets dull. You can just walk out, but I'm stuck here.
And you can just go into the back while I can't.
I'll make a deal with you. You give my dad a reason to leave, and I'll give you this dumb thing. You in?
Sí.
Okay, I'm in. That brooch in exchange for your freedom.
Finally. Praise Joey.
Praise? Yes, Praise Joey. The girl had agreed to give me her aspiration brooch if I could somehow get her father to leave the museum.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy...
The guy was looking for a sign from the Joey arm. I wondered if I could help.
Espera, ¿qué pasa? Oh Dios, pobre chica.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration day.
Hello there.
Good day, friend.
I've walked with Joey before. He had treads at the time.
Yes, when you tread with Joe...
How do you walk with an arm?
You don't walk.
I think you're probably walking with him.
Oh, the mind's always on Joey, that's for sure.
What sort of...
At this point, anything. I've been such a devoted citizen, putting Joey first above everything. My job, my wife and daughter, all second to Joey. Just as he would have wanted. But now, I worry...
Ever thought about a counselor?
But who would deliver better counsel than the Savior himself?
You kind of worship Joey, huh?
Well, I mean, yes. But not... I'm looking for...
A sign?
Joey, of course. When a man reaches out...
Our...
He starts to look for... guidance. And what better thing to point me in the right direction than the arm of Joey himself?
What are you hoping to...
The next step to take. My vocation. And I'm nearly there. I've never seen the arm act so erratically until today.
And what if you don't like...
Who am I to judge...
This guy wasn't going anywhere without... I had a feeling, without my... Joey's actual arm?
Yes, the original arm.
Didn't it just get stuck to a hand scanner?
This very arm wielded a weapon so great. This very arm wielded a weapon, forged a plowshare, and rebuilt the city from the ground. With this arm, he and gave them to the people so we all might see.
All that by himself?
Yes! Yes, all by himself! The whole story can be found on this...
I don't think your daughter is...
What? If Cecily could spend every... Cecily! She really does, though.
Cecily. Suficiente.
Say, I'm looking for a specific... Is there a map?
A map? Unless you mean the map.
Well, that can...
Well, in that case, you're in luck. How it was before the Joey era. It's like staring into oblivion.
Oblivion.
But of course, without a brooch, they won't let you in.
Yeah.
I better go.
Happy as... Now, if you might stand... Just me...
Trajectory obstructed.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration day.
Vandalizing the museum's centerpiece would have been a surefire way to blow my cover.
No, es por si le golpeas.
Union City wishes all
Agresivamente. Oh. Oh. Vale. Así que me faltabas tú. La parte mala, que es una respuesta agresiva. No lo veo yo claro.
But, Joey, after all that I did to maximize my kudos, why have you forsaken me? I worked so hard. I did every...
That's okay, Dad. It's all right.
But Cecily... I just don't understand.
Come on now, Dad. Let's go get you a nice can of Spankles at the cafe.
Yes. Yes, I think that'll do the trick. I think it's time I tried that new flavor.
I very much enjoyed our talk today, Mystery Man.
Mystery Man.
Eye-opening.
I'm glad we could reach an arrangement, miss.
Featherbottom. Cecily Featherbottom. Best aspiration day ever. Here you go. A deal's a deal. Until we meet again, may the light and wisdom of Savior Joey smile upon you. Happy Aspiration Day.
Es que además es eso, que los personajes, todos los personajes tienen una personalidad muy marcada, unos objetivos muy marcados y eso mola. Vale, ¿dónde está la sala antigua? ¿Será esa? Sí, esa está.
Welcome to the old history exhibit, young lady.
Gracias.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Oh, hola.
Meet Spunky, lifelong friend and companion of our benefactor, Danielle Piermont. Spunky was a friend to all low-life citizens, and
Many years ago, Spunky had helped me in my quest to defeat Link. I was glad to see that he had gotten the respect he deserved.
Through this exhibit, may his bark be with us always.
Excuse me.
Oi! Keep the noise down.
Oh, sorry.
A little respect while you're in this hallowed place.
Right. And you're a guard here?
Name's Payne. Roy Allen Payne. Ex-security officer, 30 years on the force. And I've got my eyes on you.
Vale.
I heard that you have an old map of the city in here.
Did you now? And what precisely did you hear?
That it shows Union City as it was 10 years ago. See, I have an obsolete area code. E1...
I see. But a specific area code? Good luck, son.
Gracias.
See you later.
Enjoy the exhibits. Quietly.
Yes. Por supuesto. Smooth.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Perdona, se mueve.
This old city refrigeration unit is one of the last known relics of the great gastroenteritis crisis, a particularly dark piece of pre-Joey history. Its seal remains unbroken to preserve its mysteries, and per request of the Ministry of Comfort's janitorial staff. Protect your family with Spankles, the only food replacement guaranteed to be irradiated for your safety.
What? Who?
Yo nada.
Me?
Nada.
Yeah, you!
Chequeo.
I was,
Good luck with that. Lost cause if I ever saw one. Meanwhile, why don't you get back to it?
Oh,
Sí.
absolutely.
Por supuesto. No haré nada, eso es una jukebox. La mola de St. James. Bien.
This city synth garbage would never compete with the stuff back in the Gap.
Una cabra. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué hay cabras? Espera.
These models were far too clean-cut to be Gaplanders. They've done a good job with the goat, though. Union City still had some pretty backward views on the Gap.
The information
La
droid
vivida en
will
el
be
Gap.
with you shortly.
Hola.
Life in the Gap has always been primitive. Here we see a typical scene of two fully grown Gaplanders eking out an existence in the harsh wastes of the desert. Note the animal they are about to slaughter. Most likely the now extinct quadruped commonly known as a goat. Goats were fierce predators, which were notoriously difficult to trap. Our two models here were clearly top hunters.
La verdad que sí, porque las cabras hemos visto que son bestias feroces de ojos muertos.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Just 10 years ago, this lumbering barrel transporter robot was the height of technological sophistication. Designed to carry anything, provided that it fit into a barrel, these primitive robots paved the way for the Savior's arrival.
Ajá. ¿Qué es eso? Biomasa.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
This organism, found in the depths of the old city, remains one of its greatest mysteries. It was, at one time...
The gruesome tendrils pulsed ominously. The product of Link. An experimental fusion of man with computer that had ended in tyranny.
Proceedings dictated that this was, in fact, a false statement fabricated by the franchise's competitor, Little Knackers. Whilst its origins are unknown, citizens are assured it represents no threat to our well-being and is displayed here merely as a reminder of the dark ages of our great Union City.
The hand scanner looked broken. I doubted I'd be able to use it anytime soon. The Joey Speaks looked like a gimmick, but I couldn't pass the opportunity to hear my old buddy's voice again.
Ah, bueno, eso se puede hacer así. Si quiere oírle, vamos a hacer que...
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Hola.
These humble scraps of primitive circuitry house the spark that would become our beloved savior, Joey. Many disciples of the Savior hold this board up as an example of...
The wiring to the hand scanner had been ripped out. It was never going to work.
Notice, this attraction is currently closed after complaints of language of a most unsavior-like nature.
Esto va a ser divertido.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Joey?
La la la. La 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 la.
Joey, it's me, Foster.
Foster? It is really you?
Hey, old buddy. Boy, am I glad to see...
Let's talk more crowbar, Foster. Or whatever other great idea you have for getting me out of here.
Is that... Joey? Joey, I'm so sorry. I had no idea what they'd done to you.
Yeah, save your apologies for after you've got me out of this.
Everybody, it's an Aspiration Day miracle. Joey's speaking to us.
No, that's not Joey. No way.
Joey, it's really you?
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Joey.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Shut the stores at once.
Siempre hay que usar una palanca. Gordon Freeman nos dijo esto. Y pues era un doctor en física. Ratas.
out!
Oh.
All right, everyone, stay calm. Make your way to the exit in an orderly manner.
The exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown. I had to find a way out without being detected, but not before figuring out where this leak guy was hiding out. Not to mention rescuing Joey.
Bueno, de primeras... salvemos a Joey. Hola, Joey.
I got you, buddy. I built the circuit board when I was just a kid, and now I had it back. But it was more than just a board. My old pal Joey was on it.
Al fin, algo de acción, algo de interés, algo que pasa.
A metal panel was bolted onto the side of the table.
Vale. Palanca para todo. Es la multitud. La herramienta.
The panel had been covering the table's interface port. An antiquated interface port was built into the side of the table.
Vale. Mapa de Union City. Eso quiere decir que de alguna forma me lo puedo llevar para verlo en la casa. Huh. Vale. ¿Dónde está el transportabarriles?
What a waste of time.
Sí.
Tucked between the old work manuals was the occasional picture of dubious morality. None of it looked to be much use. Debbie does DDoS. Grease my gears. Droid principles. The enemy within. RBMK 1000 reactor. Meltdown procedure. Programming the Z-80 by Rodney Zacks. The robot had retreated from the chaos and was peacefully recharging.
No, no está ahí. A ver. Rutina contra las plagas, tal. Vale, sería aquí.
The terminal was switched off.
¿Por qué no sirve? ¿Por qué no funciona? A ver, ¿este qué tiene que hacer?
The old vacuum robot looked familiar.
No será... No será aquí donde tengo que meter a Seth. Es aquí.
What year is it?
Oh, relax. You were only unplugged for a moment.
Everything I ever loved is dead. Oh, hey, Foster. You're here too, huh?
Welcome back, Joey.
Is this the best shell you could find?
It was just collecting dust.
You've turned me into a vacuum cleaner, Foster. Again!
It's functional. Don't be ungrateful. And look, someone gave you a cool beanie.
Don't patronize me, Foster.
We'll find you a better shell soon, I promise.
Good, because this one sucks. And not even efficiently.
Listen, we're in deep trouble.
There's something new. Care to bring me up to speed?
I came here looking for a missing child, Milo. He was kidnapped from my village.
Oh no, Rob. That's terrible.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Don't look at me. I've been trapped in that glass prison for years.
If anyone asks, my name is Graham Grundy.
You come up with that yourself?
No. I needed an ID to get inside the city. I got this one from a dead body.
Jeez, Foster. Was it dead when you found it?
Don't worry, Joey. My conscience is clear. I learned about somebody called Leet here in the city. I think he's somehow connected to the kidnapping.
And we're gonna go find him?
That's right. I came here to find out where he hides out.
And to rescue me?
Come on, Joey. That goes without saying. What are the capabilities of your current shell?
It's a vacuum bot, Foster. It sucks and it blows. End of.
Don't all these old vacuums have an interface probe?
I was really hoping you'd forgotten that part.
Don't be ashamed. It might come in handy.
I'm not ashamed. It's just cold in here.
That's everything. Great to have you back.
Ya somos dos.
The Gat Chaps are back.
We were never called that.
Best friends?
Yeah.
That'll do, Joey. That'll do.
Muy bien. A ver qué encontramos.
Most of these old maintenance reports didn't look like they'd be much use.
Union City is smaller than I thought. What's the scale on this thing?
Ni idea, pero haz algo.
Hey, Joey. Any chance we could hook your board up to the vermin robot?
That vermin robot is entirely Minos technology.
Is there a big difference?
Well, you know how when you plug me into a port, there's a right side up and an upside down way? They changed the ports in Minos so you can plug it in either way.
Revolutionary.
Yeah, but it does mean you can't just plug your headphones in anymore.
Anything here you'd like to plug into?
What do you mean, Foster?
That probe of yours. It might be our only way out of here.
Listen, if you find something useful, I'll maybe consider giving it the old Joey one too.
What were you doing in that?
I was on a journey of self-reflection.
Really? What did you learn?
I counted 2,147,483,647 sheep.
Wow.
Careful, Joey. You'll max out your memory. What was the Joey Speaks exhibit about, anyway?
What do you think? People came from across the city to hear my wisdom.
And what did you tell them?
We are all living in a simulation, and death is the only escape.
And then what?
I don't know. I was switched off before I got to the noose part.
Anything in here that...
What do we know about him?
I have a hunch he's involved in Milo's kidnapping.
Either that's the worst named restaurant ever, or an old map reference.
Do we have an old map?
You mean apart from the museum's giant holographic map?
I know. How's the shell?
It's old, cranky, and it itches.
Suck it up, Joey.
You have a nice day too, Foster.
That shell suits you, Joey.
Get lost, Foster. Wait, find me a new shell, then get lost.
Only if it shuts you up. That's all for now.
Vale, a ver.
Where can a guy get a coffee and a lube job around here?
I'd had a run-in with this tech all those years ago. I hope Union City had gone in a more sustainable direction. An old barrel transporter robot. Those robots always gave me the creeps.
I wonder if dogs can swim.
Animatronics and taxidermy. United at last. Thankfully, they'd toned down the bark.
Oh, man. I thought Spunky made it out.
Espero que no me digas que tengo que hacer. Menos mal.
Oh, man. I thought Spunky made it out.
Menos mal, yo esperaba que me dijera, no, ahora tienes que meter...
That old stuff was always the best.
Tienes que meter a este en el perro.
Can you believe they used to travel like this, Foster?
Hey, Joey.
Hola.
Got a job for you.
What is it?
Remember that
Bueno.
neat guy I mentioned?
I never forget a thing.
Well, I've tracked him to an area
Ya están
code,
censurados.
1594. Thing is,
Dios.
that code is part
Que no
of
se
the
os
old
ve.
system. It's obsolete.
Cut to it, Foster.
Bien,
This
mejor.
old map shows the city as it was 10 years ago. The old system. If I can find E1594 on here, it would show me where to find Leet.
Have you seen the size of this thing? That will take you hours.
Tienes 30 segundos.
Exactly. I need you to plug yourself in. I bet you'll find the location in no time.
Give me a moment. Here, Foster. E1594.
Joey, you're a genius. There. That's the building I'm looking for. It's on the industrial level. Home Crescent Recycling Center.
This is where your guy Leet is?
I can't be sure, but it's the best lead I've got.
Okay, Foster. What's the plan now?
We need to get to that recycling center. But first, we need to break out of here without being seen.
Break out. Find Leet. Got it.
Un poquito más cerca, gracias. No podemos dejar que sepan a dónde vamos. Perfecto. Hola. Tú eres nuevo.
Hey, Joey, can you talk to the transporter robot?
What do you mean, talk? I already said...
Your probe, Joey. Probe the robot.
Go probe yourself, Foster.
If you could give the transporter just enough juice...
Please, let's not call it juice.
Dale amor, dale amor.
Whatever. Just see if you can get it started.
Okay, but would you mind looking the other way?
Of course. You almost done?
Don't look.
Sorry. It's, not doing anything.
You don't say, Foster. It's been wiped clean. Decommissioned. Murdered. We need to give it new protocols.
Do you think you could do that?
Of course I could. I just need to know how the system works first.
I'll have another look around.
Manuales. Está aquí. Oh. Ven aquí. Vamos, bicho. Oh. Ahí estás. Ahora robot, aviso de la plaga, aplicamos, cogemos a Joey y le decimos, hey Joey.
The panel had been covering the table's interface port.
Que sí, que sí. Pero a ver, ¿no ves que está ahí?
Try giving this a look, Joey.
I hope you're not wasting my time, Foster. Interesting. Very interesting. Ah, this is exactly what I need to reprogram that barrel robot.
Claro.
You're welcome, by the way.
For what? I'm the one who found them in the first place.
Yeah, but can you read them?
Ha!
You're welcome.
Go reprogram the robot, please.
Haz tu magia, pequeño.
What do you want it to do?
Let's get out of here. We need somewhere hidden outside this room.
Toilets?
Toilets. Try and aim for the men's room, Joey.
Whatever.
So what now?
Well, are you ready to go?
Vámonos de aquí.
Ready.
Then climb aboard and let's go.
Como siempre,
Barrel was just large enough to squeeze
viajar en un
into.
barril es lo mejor. Y después de esta fuga, pues vamos a dejar aquí el capítulo. Si es que se fuga.
It was a snug fit, it smelled bad, and I felt stupid.
Sí, la cuestión es que Joey, ¿qué hará para escapar? ¡Wow! ¡Hija!
While it was far from discreet, I'd managed to escape unseen.
Vale, pues ya hemos escapado.
Warning citizen, cleaning route is active.
Silencio. Así que vamos a dejarlo aquí por hoy. Hasta la próxima, en las aventuras de Black Cloud.